Okay.
Ready to smile, guys.
Put a comment.
I've killed. I've taken myself out of the camera feed because I can't at this short notice work it so that I can have a camera facing me and the broadcast stuff going well.
Oh, we've still got your voice though, Dan. You're still with us, mate.
Yeah.
I think we need you on focusing on the stream actually.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually now struggling trying to keep up with everything at once. Okay, so that's that. Excellent. So if I click on here, find that link and start sharing it on Twitter and the other one.
Pasty.
Click on there.
Don't worry, lad. Don't worry.
We'll do.
Be happy.
Click on open apps. I'm just checking the link, Dan, and that does work. We have got live chat.
You want to say something in chat?
And because I've got it on my phone as well. Look, this is what.
Hi, cool beans.
Yeah, so that's on YouTube Live right now, and you have to open it in the app, and then you can put little comments at the bottom. You see, look like that. So what I'll do is I'll now go to like this, and I'll go into Instagram, and I'll put a post on Instagram.
I mean, you can see what.
Excellent. Make sure you turn the volume down if you've got.
Otherwise, we'll get a load of feedback.
Oh,
yeah.
No, there's a YouTube link.
Right, so put that up there, hit share. Excellent. And Dan, will this record? Can we have this so that we can share the video afterwards as well?
Let me have a look.
After editing, sorry.
Yeah, once we've edited out all of Chris Saul's naughty words.
DVR is ticked, so it should be recording it.
Brilliant. So what we'll do is, every time Chris says the word race, we can go beep, beep.
Competition.
Beep, beep.
Winner, yeah.
So what we'll do is, if I go on to Great Notley, hit a tweet here, put a paste, and then put a little thing there that just says we're live. Now hit tweet.
13 watching.
Have we?
Woo!
Wait, no, 12 now.
Oh, I shouldn't have said me.
Len scared some away.
I know. So if we're on 12, let me do the math. Hold on, that's 11 more than we had last week.
13.
Great. Right, so if
most of them are us.
that's probably it, actually. It is us. So for everybody that's watching that's not us, if you want to comment in the little comments thing underneath, and if you can't comment, you need to open it in your YouTube app. Basically, I think the chat works if you use it in anything other than Facebook, because Facebook's a bit rubbish.
That'll be bleeped out.
Oh yeah, Dan, I've worked out that if I slide the Zoom meeting over to the left, there's a little chat thing on the right hand side that I've been cut off, so I never saw the little chat thing pop up.
Oh, okay.
Zoom chat. So Jane, I'm gonna gently hand over to you, mate. I'll keep an eye on the YouTube chat, and if anybody comments or asks any complicated questions, I'll just read them out.
Okay. Right, are we all good to go then?
Well, I'm not sure if we wanted to wait a little bit longer, or what. I don't know what people thought. We've only got 11 people, but we've also got a record. What's Mark doing?
We're building Lego things.
We're currently up to 17 people.
Whoa.
What was the
So-
problem?
They've got more knowledge of IT than I have then.
So Jane will be your run director today. So
Yay!
round of applause for Jane. Big round of applause for Jane. And if you'd
I've
like
got my earpiece
for those people watching, if you want to put a comment in the bottom and put a little, I don't know, emoji clapping hands,
Yeah.
that'd be good. So we know.
Let us know you're here.
Oh, we got Emily. Emily Pereira says bonjour.
Oh, good morning, Emily. Good morning, all the other Pereiras. I'm a big teenager and still in bed.
The yeah, teenagers. I'm not expecting any teenagers. It's just, the time still has an AM in it.
Oh, my James has cycled to viewers this morning.
Ah.
That's it. Good boy. Don't worry, Anna.
Let me if I go on to here. Manage the mass number of people that we have on social media. All 78,000 people that have connected and are viewing right now. No pressure. If you connect via proper browser, or the YouTube app, you can post comments. So Jane, your sister has clicked on like. That's one person. Let's see the Facebook post.
Hello, sister.
What I'll do is, in fact, what I'll do,
a birthday present then.
let me post this on my personal timeline as well. If everybody wants to post the link, the YouTube link to your personal timelines. Collectively, I did the math. All of our friends together probably amount to about 20. So think of the coverage. And what's really scary is we've probably got 18 of exactly the same friends anyway. So
What you like.
So we'll give it a few more minutes. Let's have a look here. Hit post. Click back to that one. Oh, we're up to 20. Oh, Angela says good morning, Jane.
Oh, good morning, Angela.
Lizzie Armour says hello from Lizzie and Andy. Emily has corrected me that I've got my maths and my math mixed up. That's to be expected. My command of the English language is basic.
At least you didn't put an apostrophe in, did you, Len?
Yep, basic.
I didn't. I can't speak an apostrophe. I don't know how that works. Sue says, I've had enough trouble getting to here, creating a channel, logging into YouTube. So, wrestling with the tech. Oh, Emily's got all the 6 Pereiras are watching. So let me do.
Emily.
Hold on, let me do the maths.
So what's the collective noun for like Pereira?
Don't know. It's a flock, isn't
Tribe
it?
of
Is it a
Pereira?
flock of Pereiras? Is it a flock of Pereiras?
Pregunta of Pereiras.
Pereira of Pereiras.
A posse of Pereiras.
A posse of Pereiras.
It could be an orchard of Pereiras because Pereira means pear tree.
What was that, Anna?
it could be an orchard of Pereiras because Pereira means pear tree, doesn't it?
Does it really?
Ah,
Oh, well done, Anna. Well done, Anna.
Orchard of
Pereira.
There you go. It's been educational. We've only been live for a few minutes. Amazing.
Really?
So, who wants to know if there's any cake?
Lynn Cullum says she can't comment, but she's going to put it on Facebook. So I'm going to try and manage all the different chat streams. So she's watching as well. So we're up to 22. So Jane, whenever you want to go, really, but it's up to you how long you want to wait.
Definitely a pear tree.
Denise Twidle, she says hello, everyone.
Oh, excellent.
Hello,
Denise on.
At least you know where your name comes from.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Is there any cake?
Excellent.
That's for Sue.
Oh, look. Were they virtual chocolate fingers, Jane? How do we all get one of those?
I'm quite happy to try them out for you.
Well, thank
Take one for the team.
So we're up to 22 on there, and good morning, everybody. Good comments on all the other ones. There we go. Oh, and John Warren has commented as well. He was experiencing problems commenting last week.
Yeah, he sorted it out though, I think.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Probably just as we disconnected him.
Oh, there's a whole load of horses clip-clopping by.
You see him? No, I can't see him. No.
Oh, and cyclists, 4, 5, 6. Oh,
Just need some park runners, Jane.
I know. 6 horses, 2 cyclists. I've had one. Michelle, guess who I saw?
Oh, who?
You know that lady?
One with who runs like a penguin.
We've seen her running so much, but we've never seen her at any event. We've never seen her at parkrun, and yet she runs loads, doesn't she, Michelle?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, she might be watching now. You never know.
Sorry?
She might be watching now. You never know.
No, she went by about 30 seconds ago. She wasn't.
Oh, right.
Like,
Obviously not. Unless she's running with a phone in front of her face. We just on a slight side note, we drove into the middle of London to pick up a beer fridge. And the number of people, as you do, yeah, the number of people I saw cycling through London, one of the most dangerous cities in the world, cycling like this with their phones, texting away.
oh.
Like, how are you still alive?
The other day, I think I was coming out of Sudbury, and there was a teenager coming down Ballington Hill with no hands, which I can't do anyway, with a phone. And I was like, oh my God, what? It's mental. I don't know how he kept his balance and how you can
really see
like you say, text at the same time.
Oh, Nick, we've got Nick Edwards says happy birthday in the YouTube chat.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Good morning, Nick. So I'm not sure when we want to start. What time we got here? 10:50.
Yep.
So in a very quick test of things, I got us a cake.
What's he going to do?
Real, virtual, in the background. What sort of cake are we on about, Dan?
You'll have to look. You'll have to watch the live stream.
Oh, what if I do that?
Are you eating it on our behalf, Dan?
No, no, not yet.
I think my live stream is lagging on my phone.
The only problem with this cake is that it has the side effect of being entirely imaginary.
Boy,
look at that! Isn't he clever? Look.
Oh, well done, Dan.
Yeah, Dan.
Yeah.
Does this contain wheat?
Yes, probably.
Oh.
Extra wheat, extra tomatoes.
He's trying to kill me off. Steve Hankinson says, just to say, I've mastered the technology and am here and commenting.
Oh,
And I should
lovely.
add, he's not made one single spelling mistake.
Well done, Steve. Well done.
Well done, Steve. Very impressive. So, RD Jane, we're up to 26 on the YouTube live stream. And I'm just checking the Facebook. I'm trying.
So when's the lady coming to do my hair and makeup ready for the live stream then?
Yeah, sorry. I don't think we arranged that. Sandra Creek says, I'm watching but can't comment.
Good morning, Sandra.
Yeah, morning, Sandra. Thank you, Tink, for your contribution this morning.
YouTube.
You're not loading it.
This is behind.
Yes, I mean, yeah. Now I see me point to the thing now. There, I don't, not just pointing.
Okay. I'm feeling a little bit gutted that Jane's gone to quite a lot of effort putting a background on there. Look, the birthday background. And I've just got my leather laundry hanging up.
I don't think we better mention your leather laundry.
It's like half a pirate outfit. Oh, John's managed to comment on the YouTube live stream.
Who, John Warren?
John Warren, absolutely.
Oh,
There is
well
only
done,
one John.
The multi-talented John.
Absolutely.
Man of many parts.
Sparkly Goat is showing us a picture of a Royal Mail van. That was 3 or 4 treasure hunts ago.
Yeah.
Mark, do you live in the old post office?
Yes.
Oh.
You've just doxed me, by the way. I've just been doxed.
Jane, work that out from that photo. That's amazing.
It's Bradford Street. No, I used to, when I went to college, to go in that little post office every day. Near enough. Sweeties. And there's another little tiny shop up from the Brilliant Bakers.
Huh? Blimey.
He's still everyone.
We should play like spot the runner.
Shall we, Jane? Shall we go on 11 o'clock or now, or we
go for 11?
Go for 11.
Nice round number.
6 minutes. Oh, so Steve Hankinson's got a video. His video is going to start at 11, but I suppose he can watch this back afterwards.
Yeah.
So what we've got on this this video for everybody's benefit that's watching is we're going to do our little birthday broadcast, and it's going to include all of the awards that we're giving out. They're virtual awards, obviously. After everybody's contributions. Nick says, Nick says, oh, Steve, so John Warren says we can watch you at the same time. So they're going to have their virtual parkrun coffee and watch us at the same time. So starting at 11 probably is a good idea. Thanks for the tip off, John. Nick says, I'm not quite sure. Have you just read this? A man in a dress stopped in front of me and did a forward roll when I was running this morning. It was a bit like a parkrun birthday run.
I didn't think Mark had left the house.
I never get anything fun like that happens on my run.
No, me neither.
I don't know.
But he's Braintree.
What's the thinking on that? Would that freak you out, or would that be like a funny thing? What's people's views on that?
Slightly freaky.
Slightly freaky.
Yeah.
It's a freaky thing. What do we got? With T-minus 4 minutes. We're up to 25 viewers on the live stream.
Got a runner going by.
We've got a live commentary of what the wildlife is outside of Mark's house. which is really. Oh yeah, look at that.
Hey, team runners!
Yay!
That's really cool.
It's
They should
running out.
be
It's
watching the
raining
screen.
outside mine.
So where's this, Mark? This is Bradford Street. So if you're in the vicinity of Bradford Street and you want to be on the live stream, you just have to peer through Mark's window.
Yeah.
T-3 minutes.
Oh, Team Hawkins can't remember their password. That just pinged up with me. Anybody else get that? Or was that just me?
Well, they've got 3 minutes to remember what the password is. Knowing Team Hawkins, it's probably Team
Penguin.
or Penguin, yeah. Yeah, shall everybody just shout out random passwords for Team Hawkins to help them out?
Swordfish.
What was that?
Swordfish.
Swordfish.
Oh, yeah,
Woo! Mobility scooter. And a
That's like-
dog walker.
Postman's coming back. Here he is.
Yeah. Oh, he's got his keys.
Oh.
Oh.
It's-
We can't all shout "Oi!" when people walk past.
Well, I can turn up the volume.
I can jump.
I've got my Bluetooth speaker. I can put that outside. Find it on the juice box.
Phil Johnson's just commented on my press ups, so I'm going to try and get him to connect up as well.
I've been practicing my press ups. I haven't started yet. Oh, the Hawkins are watching, but they can't log in.
Well, that's complicated. Oh, I know. Yeah, you've got to log in. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Or like your YouTube.
Up to the lay-by.
T-2 minutes.
Oh, there's another runner. Oh, Sophus.
Sue's just put on there. I was telling Mum about the cars parked in the lay-by after Notley Road Bridge that I saw this morning, and she said they're not always there for a walk.
But whose mum was she talking? My mum or your mum?
Yeah.
My mum.
Jane, I think the way it works is as your sisters, I think you both share the same mum. I think that's how
I
it works.
wasn't sure if Michelle was talking about Nick talking to her mum.
Oh no.
This is your mum, Jane.
She's 84. She doesn't know about stuff like that.
I'm watching this.
And
That'd be good.
and just for Sue's benefit, Sue, this is a parkrun live stream, not some sort of weird dogging contact.
Oh, they're probably confused by your leather pants hanging up then.
They're not pants, it's a waistcoat. I can put my waistcoat on if you like, Mark. It's up to you.
We want you to put them on as pants, Len.
Maybe after the live stream. Right, so it's 11 o'clock, Jane.
Okay.
My hill, thanks, Dan. Oh yeah, the hill. Sorry, I didn't realise you were on the hill, Dan.
Yeah, I figured out a way of having myself in the stream without having to completely redo the setup.
Oh,
I'm
not seeing a hill. I'm just seeing a little big box that just has the word Dan in it.
Yeah, that's all I can see.
Yeah, you need to watch the live stream.
Live stream, see him sitting by the hill.
Yeah, I can't get the live stream up or I'll lose everybody.
Webcams in OBS.
Sorry?
Haven't you got multiple virtual webcams in OBS?
I've only got the one.
Oh, you can have multiple.
I know you can, but I didn't have it set up that way.
No.
Well, everybody else can see a hill. I'm now seeing the hill because I've got the YouTube thing up as well.
Sue's put we can see a hill.
I'll try. Hang on.
Parkrun's lights.
Chris and Helen are watching. Chris Watkinson.
Oh, Watkinson.
Yeah. Excellent. Ooh. If you've been for a not park run, put it in the comments.
Haven't.
No, not yet.
Oh, I can't because of my toe.
Are you, Michelle? You waiting? Oh, because of the toe. I think
Yeah.
you're waiting until because you're well hard. You're probably waiting for the rain to get a little bit heavier.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Grey
because of my
clouds out
toe.
here. Did someone hurt their toe then?
Yeah, I think I broke it, Jane.
Oh no.
Yeah,
What
I
did
was
you
going
do?
up the garden the other day to water, and I've got a planter made of railway sleepers, and my little toe decided to smash into it.
Oh.
It's all purple and it's not very nice.
Oh no.
That was on Wednesday, and Thursday, and then yesterday at work I could hardly walk on it. But it is a little bit easier today, but
Have you tried doing the other one just to even it out?
That's a good idea.
It's very good that you've got it to match your parkrun V25 top.
Yeah.
Body parts that match your parkrun clothing.
Yeah, I'm all colour coordinated today.
Oh, sorry, I've got Phil Johnson phoning me up. Hold on.
Oh, Denise Twite
Hello, Phil.
has got a broken toe as well.
Oh, has she?
Yeah.
Oh,
Painful, very painful,
watching this on
isn't it,
YouTube.
Denise?
Oh, okay. What? Hello.
I'm listening, but I'm cooler.
Oh, are we live on Facebook? Dan, are we live on Facebook?
Not that I've put us, unless somebody's linked it and it's.
Team
Oh
Hawkins.
yeah. You've got
Hawkins.
You're watching us on YouTube through Facebook. You're watching us on YouTube through Facebook. Yeah. So for everybody, hello. Say hello to Phil Johnson.
Hi,
Phil. Phil.
Technology. I don't think this is how you're meant to use it, Phil. But I think it kind of works. I think it kind of works.
Power.
Dial.
Oh, well, keep watching and turn it up and listen and pay attention. I'll be asking questions later, Phil. Right, I've got to go, mate. Cheers, bye.
Got 25 people waiting.
So complicated technology, right?
Team Hawkins can now chat with us.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Penguin power.
Penguin power.
Penguin.
I can see dinosaurs now.
Yeah, I can see it on Mark.
Very allotty.
It's all gone quiet.
Balance my phone there.
Watching the dinosaur.
Emily asks, "Are we starting soon?"
Yeah, very soon. Anytime you want.
Yeah.
Let's go. Because we've got an orchard of Pereiras waiting.
Are we all ready then, guys?
Yeah.
All ready to go.
All good, Dan?
Yeah, looks okay from this end.
Oh, I just sort of start and do a big welcome then. It's hard without all these people in front of me.
I know. So we'll try and keep the crowd quiet and paying attention is what normally happens.
Right. Well, this is a very strange birthday parkrun, isn't it, guys? Usually we have masses and masses of people there dressed up. We've had years where we've been pirates and superheroes and Hawaiian shirts and grass skirts. But this year is is most odd in so many ways, but it has been lovely over the past 3 months or so. Is that how many weeks it's been, Len? How many weeks have we been paused for?
Oh, I can bring up the numbers. It's 15
15
weeks, I think.
15 weeks.
15, yeah.
It's been a long time since we've seen you, and we know from your posts, your messages, chats that we've had virtually and in socially distanced ways that you are missing us and missing Parkrun as much as we miss all of you guys. We have got everything crossed, don't we, guys, that we are going to be back together before you know it. But in the meantime, today being our very special 6th birthday, hence this, we have got our annual awards. And just as in previous years, we have, no, haven't put this to my memory. Is it 5 awards, 6 awards? I'm really not sure.
It's normally 4.
4.
But this year we decided to add a
5.
special 5th one, didn't we?
That's it. I knew I'd got the number 5 in my mind for some reason. It's 5 awards.
Just counting them myself now.
So, I think in a bit of a summary of the last year, it's been a year of parkrun like no other. We've had changes of sponsors. We've had what seems like a permanent change to our route. I can't remember the last time that I ran up and down the hill as part of parkrun. Was it even this year? I don't think it was. Was it, Len?
I don't think we have officially run up and down the hill this year.
It's very odd, isn't it? Here we are halfway through a year and we haven't run the hill. But it has been lovely over the past 15 weeks to see what various people have been up to. And you really have kept the parkrun community, our silliness, our enjoyment of running. There's people that have done all sorts of different things, some sort of semi-competitive virtual runs, getting virtual medals, having virtual coffee and catch-ups. I can just see in Mark's background there. What event is that from, Mark? That looks...
Oh, that's the 4th birthday, the one with pirates.
The pirate birthday.
Oh, Italian tip.
That was pretty awesome. That was the year when Craig Vernon went for a wade in the lake and got chased by a swan, if I recall. And talking of pirate wear, if you can see slightly over Len's left shoulder, that's the one. He has some pirate wear there. Why he has pirate wear? Some leather wear then?
I'd like to pretend I hung that specially up for this live stream, but actually it's been hung up there for a while, which is quite worrying. Sorry.
Oh dear. So we have just about all of the core team and our helpers around today. We've got Anna and Chris. Give us a wave, Anna and Chris.
Morning. Hello.
We have Mark doing all the technical bits and bits there. We've got the lovely Michelle. Give us a wave, Michelle. We have Ian.
Hola.
And we have special Chris. No, that sounds wrong. We have special. And Dan, who you might not be able to see, but it's thanks to Dan's awesome IT technical skills that we're able to broadcast this live today. So massive thanks to Dan.
And it looks like someone's remote controlling Dan with his
somewhere as well that you might be able to see. I can't because my IT skills are absolutely pants. And I'd also like to say a huge thank you to Len, who has done so much. He's going to be Mr. Modest now and say that he's merely been a facilitator, but no, he is so much more than facilitator, and I am really grateful, as I think that so many of the rest of us are. For you, Len, thank you so much for all that you've done, all that heart-shaped stuff, because you're pretty awesome. You're pretty special, Len.
Secretly, don't tell anybody. I just like playing with spreadsheets.
So I suppose we're going to start on our awards. Who is doing the first award, Len?
You can pick. You're in charge. You pick whichever award you want to go for next, and see if we're paying attention.
If you're paying attention, right? Well, I think over the last year we've had over 11,000 finishes at Notley, which is an awful lot of feet pounding the pathways, and we couldn't have that number of park runners going around without pretty special volunteers. So over to the person who's doing the volunteer award.
We are
It's
prepared.
not, it's
Yay!
person.
Well, Chris, like magic. Oh, excellent!
I've got to zip myself up, Anna.
Yeah, you've got to zip yourself up. So this year, me and Chris have the honour of presenting our Great Notley Volunteer Award. So we're going to have a winner and also our highly commended.
Correct.
So first, we're going to do highly commended. Would you like to?
I'm not doing highly
Yeah,
commended.
highly commended.
Our nomination and recipient of the highly commended award is a person who regularly turns up to parkrun to volunteer, doesn't have any airs and grace about it, just turns up, does the job, and then, a bit like the Scarlet Pimpernel, you see them and they're gone. and you'll sit there thinking, and it is a person who, when he's not there, we realise, because we suddenly realise people have not gone round the lake and they've shot straight to the yellow frog.
Very true.
People really recognise when he's not there because all hell falls out of it. So nomination and recipient of the highly commended is Jim McTaggart. Now over to yes, Anna.
So our next award is the winner of Volunteer of the Year.
Volunteer award.
No, which is a bit strange this year because it's a team of people. So as run directors, it's just incredible to have these wonderful people who like come along, and some people come along like loads of times, and it just makes your life so easy, and everything just works when you get these wonderful, reliable people who come along. They're so amazing, and I don't know how much we all appreciate it. But the people we picked out this year are two people. It's Alex and John Summers. So we all know Alex from his timekeeping. We were really amazed when we realised Alex wasn't a Duke of Edinburgh person. He just comes along because he just enjoys doing it and enjoys helping us out. And I've time kept with Alex very often, and I know when he turns up, the timekeeping is in a very safe pair of hands.
And equally, I mean, to be honest, when we was doing the discussion for who was the winner, it was bordering on we could have ended up having a family dispute in the summers over who was going to win it, because John, many of you who turn up to parkrun don't see the work that goes on in the background, and John regularly turns up and helps with the setup. Come rain or shine, he's there at 8 o'clock, helps set up, and sometimes when I'm RD, even I don't want to get there for 8 o'clock in the morning some mornings. He's there. And he's one of those that you don't know that people are doing the setup. You turn up and it's wonderfully prepared. So we just wanted to be able to recognise the people who turn up, help set up, help the close down, and they also help make sure that everything gets done. So that's why we picked John as well.
So thank you very much, Team Summers, for being our Great Notley Volunteer of the Year.
Well done, guys.
Team Summers.
Oh, excellent. That's really well said there, Chris and Anna, because you are so right. Parkrun just isn't that sort of 45, 50 minutes or so that people are either walking it, jogging it, running it, sprinting through it. It's all that stuff that goes to make sure the course is safe to be run and walked prior to 9 o'clock start, and it's all that packing away of the signs and the arrows and everything else. So we couldn't do it without our amazing volunteers, and we thank every single one of them. So next award, I think we'll go over to the most improved park runner of the year, and I think that's going to be you, isn't it, Ian?
Yes, it is. Right. Right, so like Anna and Chris, I'm going to start with the most highly commended. Now, everybody should know this particular person because they're always wearing high vis. Well, during parkrun pause, they've thrown off the high vis and put trainers on. They are actually joining the parkrun family wholeheartedly. And it is going to be the one and only Malcolm Boniface.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him running at parkrun. You know, make a change for him to get out from behind the high vis and actually join in with the rest of the community.
He has been doing quite well, actually, Ian, on the parkrun pause.
Yeah, I think. Did you have any stats there, Len, or am I going to make you like? Oh no!
Yeah.
Carry on, Ian. Carry on.
You keep going, Ian. I'll try and think some stats.
Sorry, Len.
That's so you know, everybody should know Malcolm, or if not Malcolm, Edward. So yeah, it's nice for him to actually be a participant rather than always a volunteer. So I hope to see you at parkrun soon. Right, now for our winner. Well, this is one of our junior runners. She is massively improved. She is into the running wholeheartedly. She zooms past most people. You don't even notice she's been past you. And that would be Amelie Twaddell. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Oops. But yeah, she is remarkable. And in the pause, she's doing even better. And yeah, I've been passed by her and good grief, does she go. And she's got such drive. And the fact that so many people recognise her to actually nominate her, that's even better. I mean, yeah, she is going to be an upcoming star in the future. So, yeah.
So the stats on Malcolm's done 10 parkrun pauses.
That's really good, Malcolm. Really good.
10 more than I've done.
More than I've done. Yeah, I mean, Amelie's done really well in the pause as well, hasn't she, Len?
She has. Yeah. And she's, as you say, she has thrown herself into it wholeheartedly. She is so determined. I think lots of the time she runs with her dad, Mesa, and I know from what her mum has said, there was a time in parkrun pause when dad was poorly and Amelie was absolutely determined not to miss out on a parkrun morning. And she went out and ran, and because she couldn't do the normal sort of route, she ended up running much smaller laps. And I don't know about anybody else, but if it's more than 2 laps, I'm like, oh no, really more? But I think she did consecutive laps. So hats off to Amelie, and thank you for your words, Ian.
Yeah, well, also with Amelie, she does the double. She does the juniors on a Sunday. So you think that's 7 kilometres in 2 days. That's really good going.
So Amelie has done 13 parkrun pauses, and her PB is currently standing at 24 minutes 3 seconds.
Oh,
wow.
Well done.
I see she's also interested in whether she's got a trophy.
We'll sort her out with a trophy. We normally put Mark on the spot, and Mark makes all the trophies. But we'll see what we're doing. We're making this up as we're going along.
Okay, right. Let's do. Oh, can we move on to our most inspirational park runner award? And it's had a slight tweak to the title of it actually this year. So can I hand over to you next, Mark, for you to explain a little bit more about our inspirational award?
Right. Wonder if there's a special award though, isn't there, Len?
Yes.
Which explains it kind of explains the inspirational though. So
well, if you Mark, if you do the you're highly commended and the winner, and I will add a bit onto the end.
Okay, perfect. Right. Okay, so the highly commended, also another one of our doublers. We love seeing this person at the junior parkrun as well. Often one of the first finishers. I wish I could look as graceful as this guy when running. I wonder how many you can guess. Long hair trailing behind, looking as if he's floating.
No, not you, then. No.
That rules out a few of us. And also linking with the last award, cited as inspiration for Amelie as well. And it's one of the orchard. It's and so yes, well done, Oscar. Yes, you're an inspiration to many of us. You make it look far too easy, and yeah, and you're always enjoying it. And as the title says, an inspiration. And the winner, this person is one of the most welcoming members of the parkrun family, and I think pretty much everyone's welcoming. Always has a smile, always has a friendly word. Such a warm, welcoming person who brings people into the community. He's been storming the lockdown running. He's done. Len, you ready for a stat? How many half marathons has he done?
Oh,
26, I think.
I don't know.
26, I think.
Has he?
26 half marathons during lockdown.
Yeah.
And so it's our very own John Warren.
John Warren. John's watching on the YouTube live stream, Mark, as well.
Yeah, I just looked over and saw him clapping. So yes, well done, John. And yes, thank you for making so many people feel welcome at our event.
Cool. Oh, thank you very much, Mark. And just as Mark said, with Oscar receiving the highly commended Inspiration Award there, it was actually mentioned that Amelie was really inspired by Oscar and his running and his speed and his enthusiasm for it all. So, as we said, Amelie possibly wouldn't have done and been as motivated and inspired if she hadn't watched Oscar. So well done, those two youngsters. Thank you very, very much. And
that does sum up what parkrun is to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's about everyone supporting, the friendliness.
Definitely.
You know, how we can all inspire each other. You know, whether you're at the front or at the back.
Definitely. It's brilliant. It's such a community. And talking about community and key figures and key personalities within that community, Michelle, I think, is going to be presenting the parkrun personality of 2020. So over to you, Michelle.
Good morning, everybody. Runner-up is a person, she's always got a nice smile at parkrun. She's always, well, she's just a lovely, lovely girl, and she's always out running. All I'm going to say is Stacey Palmer.
Oh,
yeah, brilliant.
And our winner, well, what can we say about the winner?
Oh.
He's always a joy to be a volunteer with us all. We all love him, especially in the funnel, and even on the parkrun pause. He even had a finished funnel, which was absolutely hysterical. We absolutely loved it. So well done, Simon King.
Oh. Yeah, if you haven't watched it, I would recommend that you go and have a little search down, look up Simon and Charlotte King's parkrun pause exploits and the virtual funnel. And as Michelle says, he is an awesome funnel manager. He's an awesome volunteer recruiter. I know Michelle and I have been touristing elsewhere, and we've had the experience of joining Simon and having a warm up. Run to the fence, he says. I'm like, which fence? Distance. He's just brilliant. The enthusiasm, he's just a superstar. So thank you very much, Michelle. And Stacey, yeah, she has a lot to contend with, but she turns up. She is forever bubbly, forever cheerful, and I know that she's been a big part of Parkrun Pause as well. Yeah, top girl, Stacey. Thank you. I think I've got one to do, haven't I? I have got the Parkrun Pause award next. So we have a highly commended, which is really it's another family act. They have been out week in, week out. I think they've done just about all of them in Parkrun Pause. They've taken part in the treasure hunts. They've submitted photographs of things that we wanted and photographs of that we didn't actually ask for. But they have been brilliant in their participation of it. And the highly commended Parkrun Pause participants, there's a lot of P's there, isn't there, goes to Team Hawkins, particularly Simon and Acacia.
And the penguin. Don't forget. And the penguin.
And the penguin.
Don't forget the penguin.
And then the winner of Parkrun Pause, there really wasn't a lot of doubt about this. This is a lady who has gone out, I think, on every single week. She's been one of the first people to submit her treasure hunt pictures. She has just been brilliant in the things that she's been doing. And I know that her comments and her banter that have been backwards and forwards in the Facebook posts have engaged a lot of people. I know she's posted her treasure hunt haul already this morning. And I know that the whole of lockdown hasn't also been easy for this lady, because her partner was away abroad actually when lockdown started. And so over 100 days she was without her partner. And then the day after he flew home, she had him out doing treasure hunting for Parkrun. Now that is dedication to Parkrun Pause. So our Parkrun Pause participant winner is Sandra Creek.
Woo! And I've just noticed in the chat, Ash has just turned up.
It wouldn't be a parkrun without Ashwin turning up a bit late.
Yeah.
Can we just start all over again?
Oh my goodness.
No. Ash has now got to go and catch up like normal.
Yeah, just get to catch us on iPlayer then, Ash.
He'll still finish before me, though.
And then our final award, which links in very much with the Inspirational Park Runner Award, which Mark presented, is going to be presented by Len. So I'll hand over now to Len. Thank you.
Thank you. We had lots and lots of nominations across all the categories, but a name kept popping up. And we thought, just to give a highly commended or a winner to this gentleman wouldn't be enough. So after a lot of deliberation and a lot of thinking about how we can award this gentleman, we came up with something special. So I just had a look at some of the nominations, and Simon Hawkins, who's the event director on the Junior Parkrun, summed it up really nicely. Let me just read out his little piece here. Maurice Young, just amazing. What an inspiration for youngsters like Acacia to be on the same start line as Maurice. And it was quite sad to see that he passed away earlier this year. So what we've decided to do is we're going to rename the Most Inspirational Award from now on to the Maurice Young Most Inspirational Award. So every year, it will be now forever be known as the Maurice Young Most Inspirational Award. So, and I think that's the least we can do. He's going to be greatly missed. We all miss him like mad. He's
thank you, Mark.
Mark, that's a brilliant photo. Brilliant. And that's what we're going to do. So, yes, Maurice Young, Most Inspirational. I don't know what you want to call that, lifetime achiever. He's great stats. So he'll be forever the Maurice Young Most Inspirational Award.
Well, indeed. Oh, thank you very, very much.
Yeah, it's such an honour to stand on the same start line as a man like that who's, represented the country. Len would be here forever if he was listing all of his stats.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for those that weren't aware, Maurice was also a very big part of the Housted Road Runners, and if not sure if it just wasn't for the one person, because it is a team effort, but Maurice was instrumental in initiating the Housted and Essex Marathon, and I think there's going to be something coming up as well, that'll be a race dedicated to Maurice. Pretty special. Yeah. Oh, I feel a little bit emotional now. This is it's been a very strange awards thing this year. There was one other person that we're going to do a little mention to as well, who has been very active over Parkrun Pause, had a special birthday in Parkrun Pause as well, and has raised a huge amount of money in Parkrun Pause. Well, actually before Parkrun Pause, but over this sort of 2020. Did you want to mention that particular person, Len, as well?
I did. Somebody's approaching his 80th birthday. I'm not quite sure how it happened. I'm sure Chris might have a bit more of a background. So this gentleman has recently installed a pond at Chris's house. So his talents know no ends. But I'm not sure if he just got the impression that, oh, what the hell, I'll just walk 320 miles before my 80th birthday. And raise £1,480 he's raised so far for the NHS. A bit of a special shout out to Phil Johnson's walking, money raising and pond installation ability. Thank you very much, Phil. I chatting to him on the phone as well, not just earlier on the live stream, but he was saying that his next challenge is he wants to get back into his running. So we expect to see him going out for a bit of a gentle run and getting his running back on form for when we come off the parkrun pause. And he wants to be joining in with all of us again. So we'll look forward to that. So well done, Phil.
Oh yeah, well done, Phil. So, talking of people getting into the running as well, there was somebody that we didn't mention, very similar to Malcolm Boniface that we see in high vises week in, week out. And in fact, the corner is named after him, Tony's Corner, around the back of the lakes. He is somebody else who has got into getting that walking, getting quite speedy, and has completed, again, I'm not going to throw Len into a blind panic by asking him how many parkrun pauses Tony Perkins has done, but I know it's more than a handful, and I think it would be great to see Tony. So there might be a little vacancy some weeks up on Tony's Corner if somebody else fancies putting on the high vis. But
Tony Perkins has done 12 parkrun pauses so far, and he's managed to get his time down to 45 minutes 36 seconds.
Well done.
Excellent.
Yeah, I mean, week in, week out, we have an excess really between, I don't know, our numbers hover around 250-ish, something like that, which is lovely because it still retains, I think, the feel that we know so many people at Great Notley. We don't have the massive numbers, thankfully, a lot of us might say, of our neighbours over at Chelmsford Central. But each parkrun has its own personality, and I think Great Notley secretly is the best. And I think looking at the numbers of you that have joined in our little virtual parkruns and our not parkruns, it was absolutely incredible to see the scores on the not parkrun last week, that we were up there with the big boys, as it were, with Bushy and with Chelmsford. We had, I think it was 84 parkrunners or not parkrunners. We were almost speechless, weren't we, team, as to how many people would log their results. And we were up there, little old Great Notley, being great in more ways than one. So anything else that anybody else would like to add before we say goodbye to everybody?
Can't wait to see.
Any questions that have been asked?
We've had loads and loads of comments on the YouTube live stream.
Okay.
So it's well worth catching up. I'll try and read out a few of them. Obviously, we had the Ashwin turning up late. Nick Edwards says, well done to all the winners. Steve Hankins says, so well deserved, lovely idea. I think that was with regards to Morris. Great to mention Phil as well. Sue Chapman says, thank you to everyone on the core team for keeping us all motivated. We've got, so there's quite a few comments on there. It's well worth, and you should be able to watch this video back. So if you know, what we'll do is we'll share it. Oh, I've received, so making sure that we've actually got all the technology channels engaged. Phil Johnson has just sent me an SMS that says thank you very much, most unexpected. Please convey my sincere thanks to all that voted for me. So yeah, but that was really cool as well.
Hi, Paula.
Yeah, morning, Paula.
Paula.
So, but yeah, that's cool. Just the last note as well is don't forget to submit your not parkrun results.
Absolutely.
And
you can do it as many times as you like throughout the week. You can go out a dozen or more times and you can still log each one. The one that will go on to our results will be your fastest not parkrun, but you can do multiple logins throughout the week. So I don't feel that you can only just go out on a Saturday and log that one. It can be as many as you like.
Cool.
But thank you very much, everybody, for watching us, for taking part, for being part of Great Notley Parkrun. As I said right at the beginning, as we've all said, we miss you. We miss seeing each other. We know no more than you do about when parkrun is likely to restart. But rest assured, we will be washing those high vises, washing the tokens, and doing whatever it is that we need to do to make sure that we can be safe and be together once again. But until we do, keep on running.
Oh, stay safe out there, people.
Yeah, stay safe, guys.
Yeah, take care.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Okay.